Hey, how are you today, guys? Welcome to another edition of the Next Evolution Athletics video series. Today, I wanted to talk about my 2022 goals. It's something I believe that's very important to not only set, but also tell other people about it. So if you're in my private Facebook groups, this is pretty much for you guys, and I'll explain a little bit more in detail in an oncoming series of videos I'll do from these goals. If you're just watching this on YouTube, hope you enjoy this. So I started this last year where I broke down a series of goals that I wanted to, and then I wrote them on the whiteboard over here. And I did really well in a lot of the goals. Did I accomplish all of them? No, because I set a very, very big list of goals. Now, some of the goals have concrete deadlines or more short-term, and other ones are more like ongoing and will be dragged out over a series of 3, 4, 5, 10 years. So I'm going to review the goals for this year, and then I'm going to kind of go a little in depth on a few of them to kind of make you guys understand how I'm putting focus on them and breaking them down. So the first goal is to build up my online coaching platform. I want to get a few more people in that. The goal last year was to create one. I did that, and now I want to build it up a little bit more. Second goal is to build up my personal and professional relationships. The third goal is to actively contact more professionals in my industry in different concentrations and specialties. That's what I'm looking for. Fourth, improve my fitness and nutrition into my 40s. So last year was to be below 200 pounds on my 40th birthday. I accomplished that, and that was the first time I've been below 200 pounds in well over a decade. Now the goal is to continue to maintain that and be in my 40s. That being said, I'm not at 200 pounds right now. So consume and create content daily. I did very well on the consuming, and I did pretty good on the creation of it. I really focused on learning how to write very short, brief things and put emphasis on learning how to do that. Complete 2 certifications or courses, increase my social media platform following, practice writing daily, earn another stripe in Jiu-Jitsu, and study finances and investing. Now, as you can see, a lot of those goals are pretty broad stroke. And without going into every one of them, because I don't want to make this an hour video of breaking down everything, I'll just kind of highlight a couple of them and show you the game plan on what I want to do to accomplish a few of the goals that are a little more short-term. So the first one, build up an online coaching platform. Okay, so I created one last year. It's been active throughout 2021. I was quite happy with that because I've been talking about doing it for years, and I actually went and did it. So now the goal is to build it up. So I plan on doing that by actively hiring a coach to teach me how to build up the coaching platform and how I can improve on the current service that I provide for the members that are currently involved in that. After that, I will start marketing it a little bit more. That's a very specific thing I'm doing. I have a couple soft deadlines on hiring a coach, and then a couple more, I wouldn't say concrete deadlines on when I'm actively going to start marketing and promoting it. Complete 2 certifications or courses. This was a goal I had for 2021, and I was enrolled in 2 certifications, and I got halfway through one, and with all the start, stop, and all the fluctuating schedules and being a new dad and still trying to figure that out, that got a little bit out of hand, and I'll be the first to admit I didn't accomplish either of those goals. So that's very unfortunate. But I am registered to do a course at the end of this month, and that'll be the first course done this year. And then I'm going to work on completing, and I'm going to start the process of starting the next certification right after that. So it won't be quick, but it should be done by the end of the year. The next one, get a stripe in Jiu-Jitsu. With all the start stops, it's very hard to be consistent with training. So this year I've kind of come up with a couple game plans to allow me to be more consistent, and hopefully it works out. But what I didn't plan for last year was the fluctuating schedule, and that caused a lot of inconsistency, and the shutdown open up. Every time we shut down, it puts me back, and I have to get used to rolling again, because really I'm not that great, but you got to learn. And so what happens is I lose that pattern. I lose that process of going through it. So now I've got the idea of a couple little things like practice drills that I can do on my own, and watch more videos on just simple little things like 1-minute clips can actually get you thinking differently and allow you to start to see other pathways. So I'm going to actively do that on a daily basis. Either I'm watching the videos, or I'm drilling, or I'm actually going to class. Whether we're open or closed with all the things going on, that's a good little game plan to have that I didn't have in place before. And then study finances and investing. This is something I really dislike doing, but you got to understand it. You have to understand how money operates, especially if you own a company. I put a lot of time learning into how to be better at the back end of my company. And now it's time to learn how to make the company work more efficiently with the resources that it has. And personally, it's another skill set you just need to have. So yeah, there's other things like, continue to build up personal and professional relationships, actively contact more people. These are things that will be ongoing through my entire career, as well as my own personal development, because I personally believe that if you're not actively trying to become a little bit better every day, then you're actively degrading a little bit every day. So it's all about that slow progress over a long period of time that really adds up. Compound interest, if you'd say. But yeah, that's it, guys. If you have more questions on goal setting, because this is if I wanted to make this a very long video, I could make this a very long video on just one of these topics. But you don't need to hear that. This was just for my clients to understand what I'm trying to strive for this year. And honestly, if you're kind of new to goal setting and you don't really have the habits of accomplishing goals, a really good thing to understand is having 10 goals is super, super, super difficult to accomplish. I accomplished 4 last year. That was a massive year for me. And I had the habits in place of goal setting and habits of actively pursuing my goals. So a lot of these goals are carryovers from the previous year because there'll be a 3 to 5 to 10 year process of goal setting. But if you can accomplish 1 or 2 goals every year, that's huge in a lifetime, because you've taken the time to learn the habits to allow you to accomplish the goals, first off. And secondly, you have the skills in place to accomplish more goals. And those are things you have to learn how to do. But I hope that helps. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please don't be afraid to message me. Other than that, you're doing great. Keep doing what you're doing. Get your strong on. I'll catch you later.